So this week we didn't really have too much reading to reflect on. The reading that we did read was actually just kind of like instructions for the future and kind of where we plan to go with our design document. So most of the time spent this week was actually on finishing up the design document and thinking about what it's going to look like when it actually goes into practice. And I think this was good to kind of good for me to see where I'm going and kind of have a plan for the future. And it's good. I feel like I'm moving from that phase of it being in my mind to looking at actually what it might look like on paper and in the classroom. So I think some of my biggest takeaways, I thought it was really interesting as I was going through and planning out the things that I was doing to actually take the thought to go through, why is this synchronous? Why is this asynchronous? Because it really made me think about, would this be better if we did it as a class, or would it be better if I gave them the chance to do it on their own outside of class? So it's really useful for me to think about that, as well as the whole digital physical aspect. And so that's kind of my major reflections for today. And it was also good to kind of connect with the standards and go back to this idea of backwards design. Again, to be thinking about, okay, all of these activities that I'm doing, what standard does it connect with? And how are they going to be assessed to show that they learned that standard? So anyways, that's it's pretty short this week, but that's pretty much my reflection from Module 6, and how I plan to implement it in the future is really to kind of just start thinking about these things more and really thinking about the type of instruction that I'm going to use, whether it's digital or physical or synchronous or asynchronous, and also thinking about the standards as I plan. So yeah, I will see you next week.